Last time on Dragon Ball.
This is Kazami's classmate his high school. And we get Hey, what the fuck?
ねえ、ゆう。お姉ちゃんの気持ちまで考えてくれてるのかな?
Now, I don't know about y'all, but I've never, and I mean never, bathed my sister like that. Maybe it's just me. Who knows? Anyways, just like the girl said, she kept her promise to Satoshi. After a little bit of walking, he finds her. Satoshi gets Naomi down, and this is where he learns what happened to Seiko. As he tries to calm her down, telling her it's not her fault, we pan over to Ayumi. While actively trying to resist the Dimension's influence, she stumbles across a room, and in that room, she meets the same girl again, Naho, as well as a familiar face, Yoshiki. While searching for another way we could appease the children to hopefully find a way out of here, we stumble across a tongue. The tongue is in a bag, and on the bag, the name reads, Yoshizawa. That's when we head back to an infirmary and find him cooped up in a corner. We then give him back his tongue. Oh, he's probably angry because he couldn't taste food, you know? Like when COVID, people said they couldn't taste things. After appeasing the little boy by giving his tongue back, we then cut to Satoshi. Now, the last time we saw Satoshi, he left Naomi in the infirmary in order for her to rest up a bit as he searches for Yuka, his little sister. Now, we don't find Yuka, but we do find a key that we need Naomi's help with getting. So we go back to infirmary and get her. With her help, we get the key to open this red door that we've been seeing all over the place. In this room, we find an article written by a paranormal investigator who talks more in depth about what happened in this elementary school. As Satoshi and Naomi is just getting lore dumped all over them, we pan over to Ayumi and Yoshiki, resting in the infirmary, with the same mission of finding some sort of way to appease the other two children. We find a lever that opens a secret passageway to a shower room, and above that is a pool. Now, this part was a little tricky, only because you have to do things a certain way or you'll get the bad ending. Now, eventually, of course, I did get the right ending, but it took me a while because, well, I only attempted to save once, and that was already after I made the bad decision to get the bad ending, and so I had to restart all the way, like maybe about an hour before this thing even happened. So it took me a little bit, but we got there. Now, what we got from the pool area is, you guessed it, a tongue, because we love collecting those. Now that we got the tongue of a kid, I guess we go try to find her and give it to her.
How was I supposed to know that the one with the missing head was the one with the missing tongue? Who thinks that? Who thinks, oh, he's missing his head. He must be missing his tongue as well.
Oh my god!
Now, as you can tell, I was a little frustrated because I was on this part for a good while. While trying to find the last tongue, we run into... Now, by the way he's talking, it should raise some red flags, if not all. Anyways, he gives us the bag with the tongue in it that he reached for in organs that he doesn't know who it belongs to. Now, whether how we got it is justified or not, we give her her tongue back, and that's right, we're back in the real world. We escaped death. Now, we do end up going back because, of course, we can't leave our friends, but before we do, we learn the truth. Holy shit! No way! Oh my gosh! She's the real murderer? You heard that right? Murderer was one of the classmates betrayed by the own people. Sorry. Just got a little emotional there. Yuka witnesses the psychopath Kizami kill his best friend, Kurosaki Ichigo. Sadly, this time, he did not have Orihime to come and res him. As we are a little child, we have no other choice but to run away from this big psychotic man. Wait, where's the scary music? Isn't that so much better? We run and run and run, until we see a little ghostie, and she gives us a hand. Though, Kizami didn't get so lucky on the other hand. Oh. Next thing you know, we're playing as this psychopath, Saku. As he relishes in his weird psychotic collection of dead bodies, he hears a voice. Oh. While he's dealing with whatever crazy that was, Yoshiki and Ayumi are in the real world, getting ready to come back and save everybody. The little ghost girl that saved us tells us what's really happening right now in the dimensions. It's changing, shifting, and because it's changing, we are actually transported to where everyone else is, so we're all in the same dimension from this point on. Now, when Ayumi and Yoshiki were teleported back to the ghost dimension, it caused an earthquake. During the earthquake, it caused rubble to fall from the ceiling, hitting Satoshi and Naomi, knocking them both out. Now, Satoshi was having a questionable dream. What the fuck?
Say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Stop. What do you mean by that?
Hold on, okay, I know. It's his sister, I get it, okay, I was just joking, it was just a joke, calm down. Anyways, after regaining conscious, like a normal anime protagonist, he grabs something pretty squishy, he doesn't know what it is. Now, never mind Satoshi being an absolute perv but acting oblivious, we pan over to Ayumi and Yoshiki, where finally they all meet up, except for Yuka. From here, they share the information they've gathered throughout their time in the school. And from the information that they've shared, they make a game plan to finally get out of here once and for all. And of course, there's always something up with the class president, so she has to make it awkward before splitting off.
Nakashima-san.
I did it with your man. What you gonna do? Oh, yeah.
She's really acting like she has time to create drama, unnecessary drama, in this crucial time. You do not have, time for this. Just shut up and go do what you need to do. What are you acting like you're on Jerry Springer or something fighting for Satoshi? Now the rest of the time playing as Ayumi and Yoshiki is just them talking about what the hell that was. And she's feeling sad and she's feeling jealous and that's it. So we pan over to Naomi and Satoshi. I forgot to mention, I guess they are doing something. They're like collecting the notes of that Naho girl, the glasses girl. While searching for Yuka, they actually find her in the second building. Now finally reunited, we head back to the first building. And because Yuka was holding the second tape, actually, we head back to the janitor room where the TV is. We learn a little bit more about the reporter that came here, but that's not too important. But what is important is that we find a ladder in the back of the closet in the janitor's room. The ladder leads up into the women's restroom for some reason. I mean, someone gotta lock that janitor up. That's all I'm saying. It turns out it's the same women's bathroom that Seiko hung herself in, and that causes Naomi to have a mental breakdown. While we comfort her, we pan over to Ayumi and Yoshiki. They face off against this mannequin anatomy monster thingy, and they get what they need from that room. We totally did not die. Not once. Yeah. While confronting Naho with the letters and notes we gathered from her scattered around the building, with her notes she regains her memories and remembers killing her beloved, the reporter that came in here. This causes her to absolutely tweak out and throw up a statue? Now, Ayumi and Yoshiki enter a classroom where they see this weird, like, witchcraft looking circle drawn. And for some reason, Yoshiki decides to just leave her there alone. Now, I don't know what this man is thinking. She is a day one tweaker. We've seen it before. Why? Well, thankfully for her, she was not alone. Enter Miss Yui! But of course, it doesn't last long as Miss Yui sacrifices herself for Ayumi, the stupid class president!
ゆい先生
先生大丈夫すぐ上がるからそこもいつく
Rest in peace, Miss Yui. You shouldn't have had to die for that piece of trash. Rest in peace. As they mourn Miss Yui, they see the principal of the old school, and with no hesitation, they follow him. Now, as Satoshi and the crew are walking down a hall, the floor opens, and they fall down and land in a sludgy water. They somehow get out and enter the reference room. That's when they see Sachiko's mom?
なんかおかしいよ日付が幸子が生きていたのって
What?
1973年の児童殺害事件の時でしょ
Oh! So basically, the reason why I sounded like I was getting the best head of my life was because we finally found out the whole truth of the situation. Sachiko, the girl in the red dress, the one who murdered everybody, actually died a long time ago before the event of the elementary school even happened. Somehow, someway, she had a human body again, and she started killing to send the dead souls of the children to her mother, who was stuck in this dimension. And the mother died because the principal was a pervert who was actually trying to SA her, and when she was trying to get away, she fell down the stairs and died. And Sachiko witnessed all of it. So, to leave no witnesses, the principal killed Sachiko as well. Now, equipped with the whole truth, we find a key and unlock the door to the principal's office. And in there, we find Sachiko's tongue. We also find a secret doorway leading down to a bomb shelter of some sorts. In here, we run into Takuchi, who is the cameraman for the reporter that came earlier. Like we said in the first episode, time here is not linear. After we wander about in this tunneled area, we stumble across a room that seems to have used for torture. That or draining its victims after they're dead and cutting their bodies up. The body of Seiko is brought here by Yoshikazu, the man who was thought to have killed the children all those times ago. After the coast is clear, Naomi runs after the man, and once again, we are separated. While Satoshi is searching for Naomi, in another room, Yoshiki and Ayumi awaken in a room full of corpse. Seems like it's a party in there. They find their way out and reunite with Satoshi and Yuka. From this point on, they travel as a group of 4. As we walk further and further down the tunnels, we get closer to Sachiko's body. That's when the ghost of the girl comes to us and tells us we should get ready for the final battle. We ask her about Naomi, and all she says is that she's in the next room, and whether we get out of here entirely depends on her. With our wills hardened, we finally confront Sachiko. As the end is near and things are concluding, Naomi, in the other room, confronts her own demon. We see through the eyes of Takuchi, the cameraman of the reporter. All this time, it is revealed that Naomi was the one that killed Seiko while being possessed. We pan back to Satoshi and the others, and they're in a face-to-face with Sachiko. In an attempt to appease Sachiko, Satoshi offers up her tongue and her black cat plushie. And it works. Sachiko is finally defeated. We can feel the whole dimension crumbling apart as it comes undone. I forgot to mention, the recordings earlier that we saw of the reporter were important because he knew how to get back home, and that is the only way we knew. Naomi meets up with us in the nick of time as we start our chant. Once we're done chanting, the ghost girl meets up with us and tells us that the exit is open and we have to hurry because the space is restabilizing itself, making a new Sachiko, whatever that means. As time ticks down on us, we must traverse the tunnel in reverse order in order to find the exit. They run as hard as they can and finally, make it back in one piece to their own world. The game leaves off with us talking to Naomi. She tells us about what truly happened to Seiko, that she was the one that killed her. But Satoshi affirms to her that it wasn't her fault because she had no control. And as they hug and embrace, they reminisce about the ones they lost, and also how they're going to spend their new future. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and a subscribe. And even if you don't, like always, I'm just glad you're here. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.